This is a number for the Kingdom Hall, yes.
Oh, okay, because it was listed as a Kingdom Hall. I didn't mean to bother you at home or anything. Um, I just had a question. I've been reading some articles and different things on jw.org. I just had a couple questions.
Uh-huh.
Do you have time?
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, this is might be just some ideas I was getting from reading articles, but I'm not really sure exactly about the teaching. So, would do you guys believe all other religions are basically satanic or part of Satan's kingdom?
Well, the Bible is not us that says this saying it. The Bible is the one that's indicating because they're not even using God's name. They don't uh, teach again what the Bible says. Uh, they teach again that the good people are going to heaven and the other ones are going to go to hell. And that is not what the Bible teaches. So that's what I'm saying. It's up to them what they're teaching that determines whether they are from so Satan is using them or not.
Okay. Well, my question was, do you believe all other religions besides Jehovah's Witnesses are? I mean, what about other Unitarians or like Bible students? That group still exists. You know, they split off from the group after the time of Russell. Um, there's some other anti-Trinitarian groups also that might say Jehovah. Like Shincheonji believes their leaders are the 144,000 even. They're really growing
Yeah,
fast. It's a Korean kind of group.
yeah. Well,
So are they
again, like I,
okay then? I mean, are they okay or are, I just get the impression from the reading that
and I understand, and
yeah,
I understand.
okay.
But all you have to do, just listen to what they teach and listen to what they do. See, all of this are politically motivated too. They are going for these world governments, whereas we as Jehovah's Witnesses have accepted God's kingdom. Jesus taught us to pray for that kingdom to come. So that kingdom is going to do away with all of these worldly uh, politicians. So again, this is what I'm saying. It depends on what we say and do. And uh, the only solution to mankind's problem is God's kingdom that Jesus taught us to pray for. But Daniel 2:44 predicted that God would set up the kingdom. So that's what I'm saying. We take the whole Bible into consideration, and it depends what these other religions do and say. If they
So
support the world government,
are you saying there might be one like similar to Jehovah's Witnesses and it wouldn't be in Satan's kingdom? You know, like there's some right now because a lot of people have left, like starting splinter groups of Jehovah's Witnesses
mm-hmm,
that have similar beliefs. So would they be
yeah,
like they say Jehovah and but they denounce like the Watchtower leadership. So would they be okay because they say Jehovah and they deny historic Christianity like the Trinity and they say yeah stuff like that. They're not political. So is that possible or not really?
no,
Okay, okay.
like the Bible says, they teach teachings that come from Babylon the Great, or Babylon, ancient Babylon. They are false teachings.
Well, what I was
Like I
saying
said,
was groups that teach similar to what the Watchtower teaches, because they were Jehovah's Witnesses, but they splintered off. You know, splinter groups. That happens as certain religions are kind of declining, and then some people don't really trust the leaders anymore. So, are they in Satan's kingdom too? Because I mean, they believe
yes,
almost all the similar things, but they left. So, but they would then be in Satan's kingdom if they left the organization.
yeah, and if
But
they
you
leave,
said it
if
was
if
based
they,
on what they teach. I mean, they teach almost the same things. You know, the things that you mentioned. They're not into the governmental solutions. They don't believe things that Christendom teaches. Um, you know, so now you're saying that really all other religions are satanic because you're saying that even if they teach almost all the same things but don't accept the leadership, those particular 11 men, that they're in Satan's kingdom?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and like I
Okay.
said, it's not us that is saying it. You know, the Bible itself mentions that very soon the world leaders are going to turn against religion, and they're going to destroy it. It's right there in the book of Revelation, and they're going to destroy them. So he's going to destroy all of those who are not supporting God's kingdom. And Jesus, in Matthew 28:19 and 20, before he ascended to heaven, he says that they would, God's people would make disciples of people of all the nations. So again, this is what Jehovah's Witnesses are the only ones that do this. They go from door to door and tell the people what lies ahead, what's happening, and what's going to happen. So anyone that is not doing those things, the Bible condemns them as part of Satan's system of things. So it's not us; it's the Bible that makes the determination by what they say, and by what they do, and by what they preach.
So, do you believe Jehovah rejected all other churches at some time in history?
Yes,
Okay.
that's what the
When
Bible
was
says.
that? Do you know when that was? When that happened?
What was that again, ma'am?
Well, when did Jehovah reject all of Christendom? Do you know, like, kind of when that happened? Like a year or at some point?
Well, it has been a struggle all this time. Now let's go back to Jesus' day. Now the Jews were supposed to be God's people, correct?
Of course.
Yes. Okay, and who was it that put Jesus to death? It was the religious leaders of Jesus' day. Just look back in there. They used the Roman government to do that, but it was the religious leaders who instigated it, and they were the ones that were supposed to be teaching the people. But on the other hand, they did not agree with what Jesus said, so they had him put to death. So that's what I'm saying. It's what they say and do that distinguish them as to whether they are enemy or a friend of Jehovah.
Okay, so you don't really have a certain time or, you know, time frame or date that God rejected all of Christendom? Is that like in
Well,
the Bible or anything? Or in your
yes.
literature? Does it say when Christendom was rejected? Was it when Russell came, or was it like in the 1200s or AD
Okay.
100, or what? When? I mean, do you know when that happened?
Okay. And particularly in our time, it was 1914. Jesus spoke about that time period. We would see wars and nation would rise against nation. Now, how do we know there was 1914? Never before had we had a world war. 1914, we had World War One, and that was supposed to be the end of all wars. And the religions of the world supported that World War. And but soon after that, we had World War Two. And look at it now. Look at the division between the people today. They're all divided religions. Why do we have so many different religions? Uh, there's only one Bible and only one teaching. So they all have their own teachings. So that's what makes them again, all of these different religions.
Okay,
And
so
we should be
but
all
I was
united
just a second.
in
I mean,
one
I was
faith.
so were you're saying a lot of things, but I was just kind of focused on that question. So are you saying it was in 1914 that God rejected all of Christendom, so he hadn't before that?
He had been rejecting him from before that,
Oh, okay.
because yeah, right in Jesus' day, Jesus said, Jesus said that he wanted to get them together, but no, they did not agree
Well,
with
I
it,
wasn't
and they did
talking
not.
about the nation of Israel. I said Christendom. When would God reject all of Christendom?
Well, he has always rejected anybody that does not teach what the Bible teaches.
Okay, so
Always.
you don't know really when. Okay, so what will you think will happen to people who are in churches other than yours when Armageddon starts?
Well, again, Jehovah's given everybody an opportunity to make
No,
a
I'm
choice.
asking what the organization teaches will happen to people at Armageddon that are in other churches. Not that he
Well,
knows
again,
everything, but has your organization ever taught about that?
well, here's the thing, ma'am.
Hmm.
A lot of people are going to be destroyed.
Okay, so
They're
they
going
will
to
be
be they're going to be
destroyed
destroyed.
if they go to other churches and stuff beside the Kingdom Hall. That's the
Anybody
feeling
that,
I got
that
from reading the literature. Yeah, so that they'll be
yeah,
destroyed, right?
anybody
That's
that
a
has
lot of
not
people.
yeah, the people that don't have the true teachings of the
Hmm.
Bible, they're
Okay.
going to be destroyed if they
Okay.
don't want to change.
Everybody. Oh, if they don't. Wait a minute. If they don't want to change, you mean?
Yeah.
Because I kind of got the impression from reading articles that it said that's the cutoff time when Armageddon starts. Was that wrong?
Uh, when Armageddon comes,
Uh huh.
by that time, people should have made a decision.
Oh,
They should have
okay.
made it.
Okay. So then
Yes.
it's like too
When
late, right? So that's kind of the cutoff.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Right now, they
Okay.
can change.
Okay. Well, hey, thanks for helping me clarify a little bit on some of those questions. Thanks for being so nice about it.
Yes, and
Okay.
again, like I said, just look into it. Look into it. See what the Bible says. Compare the teachings that they teach. Compare what the Bible says, and that's what we
Yeah.
need to know what it says.
Yeah. Have they been reliable about that over the history in their
But
teachings and predictions and things? Have they been pretty reliable about their understanding of Bible prophecy? Because that's kind of their big point. I'm getting the feeling from reading their material. So have they been pretty correct about all the things they taught? Since they're like the only channel, right?
yeah,
Okay.
and we have to
They
make some
have?
corrections. As time
Oh,
went by, we have to make a few corrections.
a few? Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Interesting. So that they had put forth certain things that didn't happen? Is that what you're saying?
Well, uh, yeah, things that didn't happen,
Mm-hmm.
and of course we sometimes because of our own deeds or desires, we thought that the end was coming in 1914 or something like that. That's what I'm saying. So we had to make some adjustments in
Why do you
in
say
our
we? Like, isn't it just certain
the
people that are
organization.
teaching that? I mean, you kind of include yourself into that. I mean, if people thought that, why were they thinking that? And I mean, it's just interesting because it seems like they always say the teaching is from Jehovah. Like they call it spiritual food from Jehovah. So I think it's interesting that, you know, either it's right or it wasn't from Jehovah, but that's just my thought. I know the modern day thought is like, oh, you have your truth, I have my truth, and like it might be different tomorrow, but for me, I think truth is what is really true, like corresponds to reality. And is there any accountability for them if they teach things that then don't happen? I mean, does it make you wonder if they really are channeling like from Jehovah?
Well, we know again, like I said, we know what because Jesus was the one that selected the faithful, discreet slave.
Hmm.
It's recorded in Matthew the 24th chapter
That's a
that he
prophecy?
would yes about
Oh,
who would
hmm.
lead his people.
And that's
Just like
them.
the
Hmm.
apostles led his people at that time. And then Jesus now also mentioned that there would be a faithful, discreet slave
Hmm.
who would give us the proper teachings of the Bible in our day.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
Jehovah
Okay.
has always had an organization,
Really?
and he's used that organization today, ma'am.
He Who was it in
See,
in like the year 1200? You said he always had an organization?
the uh, the 12,000.
Yeah, the year 1200, like say in the Middle Ages. Who you said Jehovah always had an organization.
Yeah, Jesus started that
Yeah.
organization in when he was on the earth. He chose his 12 apostles, and from there he also
Uh-huh.
uh, chose the 144,000 that the Bible speaks about, who would be co-rulers with him.
Yeah, but I asked, where was the organization in the 1200s? Like, could you identify it? Because an organization isn't just like a few people; it's identifiable. I, because I can't really think of any group that was teaching similar things in, like, say, AD 1200 or even in 1600. Anyway, well,
Oh,
that's just an interesting thing. I'll think about that more. But hey, thanks for sharing your thoughts with me. I appreciate it.
okay, ma'am.
Okay,
Well,
God bless you.
like I said, if anything else comes up, please don't be afraid to call.
Okay,
And
hey,
we,
thanks.
we can do to help you to see what the
Sure.
Bible says.
Thanks a lot. God bless.